will compensate that yield. Next, high density we were talking. So there are many people have recommended high density, go for close planting, 5 by 5, 4 by 4, whatever it may be. Until and unless you have a proper pruning technology, it is not possible for go for high density. Even at 5 or 4 by 4 or 3 by 3, within few years it will become forest. Next slide, please. Next, yeah, next. See, if you don't prune them, the canopy, it will be totally forest. There will be dry wood, dead wood, and there will not be proper canopy exposed to the sunlight. So definitely there will be low yield. All dry twigs and dry branches will be there. So proper pruning technology, it is required. And why this? Next slide, I will. Oh, it has come to. Go to previous slide. Yeah, I will just. Yeah, high density. We have pruning technology. We have to definitely prune. But many people have done the mistake. Any variety cannot go for high density. Only pruning responsive varieties. Some varieties, if you prune, they keep on giving branches, not the flowers. So we have to be choosy for particular variety for high density or ultra high density, which responds to pruning. Such varieties only can be gone selected for high density, or a dwarf type without much pruning. With that we can do. We have a dwarf type now. Otherwise, we have selected some 5 to 6 types which responds to pruning. They can go for high density. Even in first year itself, you can harvest the crop. There is a farmer. Probably I had taken your minister to his plot when he visited our institute. So in the first year itself, 1 kg per plant he has harvested. 400 plants per acre he had put. 4 quintals in very first year he has harvested. I had some photographs, I think they got deleted. Otherwise I would have shown it. Very first year itself 1 kg per plant. So many people, they say in the first year it should not be allowed to flower, plant will not grow properly, it should not be flowered, or crops should not be taken, it should be deep blossom, all those things people say. But that is only by experience. That's in other crops, not in cashew. Cashew, after all, in the small fruit, at the end of maturity only it becomes big. Whereas mango, apple, they will be big fruits, they will damage the branch. But cashew will not damage even if it flowers in the first years. I have, by experience, for more than 20-year-old plants are there which are harvested right from the first years. So when it can give 1 kg, definitely 100 rupees 1 kg, at least per 4 quintal, almost 40,000. Why we have to cut and prune? So you can take the advantage in the initial stage itself by high density or ultra high density, and after a few years, if you don't want to cut and remove, and go for new plantations. So now the concept is that we need not to wait to become a big tree. You can grow dwarf even on the rooftop. You can grow in pots. That kind of plants we have. So it is there. So when we have such technologies, when we have such varieties, why farmers are not interested? Definitely there are reasons. Reasons for low production, we say soil type, weather conditions, nothing. Only one disadvantage what I saw is price, market price. You give good market price, any farmer will do and show. So many people, recently I have in Cashew community, this, that, we have seen there circulating some photographs of Cambodia, Ivory Coast, all those things, their varieties are like that. Don't we have? We too have such varieties. We too have such material. Only thing, you give good price to my farmer, definitely they will do it and show. That is possible. So with this, I conclude my talk because I don't want to waste the time. Any questions or any discussions we can have later. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So actually now, Government of India is promoting only normal density planting where, 7 by 7 meter, it accommodates only 200 plants. Since last year also, Government of India, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers is promoting high density concept where 400 plants will be accommodated. That is distance, that spacing distance is 5 by 5 meter. So this is one of the good solution can increase the domestic production very early. I'll now request Mr. Dada Saheb Desai to tell only about what are the financial incentives there for the farming community, processors, or even the other players involved in the cashew sector. So another thing, just for your sake only. Hello. We'll discuss later.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. I welcome all. Once again, I welcome all to all the participants here, all the Goa state farmers, all the dignitaries who are sitting on the dais for the second session of State Festival, that is Cashew Fest 2024. So let us start my presentation, developmental programs of cashew in India. Briefly about our directorate, I will tell. The Directorate of Cashew and Cocoa Development is a very old institute. Very old institute. It is established in the year 1966 as a subordinate office under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. Subsequent after abolition of Indian Central and Indian Spices and Cashew Committee 1997. After that, up to 1997, it was a Directorate of Cashew Development. After 1997, cocoa was transferred. Then Directorate is renamed as a Directorate of Cashew Nut and Cocoa Development. So these are all our mandates of the Directorate. This is an Indian scenario. Sir, already Hubli sir has explained that one. This is what cashew is growing in almost in the world. Top 10 countries are Ivory Coast, India, Tanzania. When you compare to the 2022 data, India is in second place. I think 2023 it has come to third place. Globally, 6.85 million hectares are cultivating in 52 countries. See, I think when we see our productivity is 766 kg. The Vietnam productivity is around 1,123. So we have less productivity. We need to. There is a need to increase the productivity. This is the production scenario of cashew. Last year's data. You will find area and production of Goa state here around 59,000 hectares cashew are cultivating, and production is around 25,000 metric tons. But when we see the productivity, it is around 500 kilograms per hectare. It is very less. So that we need to increase the productivity. So almost engineers have already told. We have a very potent variety, very potential variety. They may give yield. They may give yield up to 1 to 1.1, even up to 2 tons. So that we need to go for such type of variety. We need to increase the production productivity, so that when we increase the production productivity, our national average will increase. That is the possibility. So that we will be in a race. Otherwise, we will be not in a race. We will go on decreasing. We will lose our position in the world. These are all developmental programs. Our major program is production of planting material, establishment of new plantations, replanting program. This is also a major program. Almost in India we have more than 33% old and serene plantations. So this area we need to take in thrust, and we need to Then frontline technology demonstration, nursery programs, publicity and human resource developmental programs. The main objective of the production of quality planting material is production and distribution of good quality planting material. This is the major factor. So if we have a good quality planting material, it will come up, it will perform very well in the field. Otherwise, our performance will low, the performance will be very low. We will get a small nuts, we will get a small apples. We will disappoint on the cashew variety. So this is a major thrust need to be given to the production of planting material. Currently, we have 56 cashew nurseries, and we are producing around 86 lakh cashew crops in the accredited nurseries. Along with the accredited nurseries, we will certify, we will accredit the nurseries as a national level agency. We will accredit and we will certify the cashew nurseries. This is establishment of and our accreditation of cashew nurseries. We will provide financial assistance that is 100% to public sector, that is 15 lakhs, 50% to private sector, that to maximum of 7.5 lakhs for a small nursery as a credit linked back-ended. Then for modernization, for existing nurseries, financial assistance of 100% public sector and 50% to private sector, that is 5 lakh is to which we will give it for modernization, for upgradation of their infrastructure, for expansion of their mother blocks. So as they used to double the production, double the grab production. DCCD also function as a national level agency for accreditation of cashew and cocoa nurseries to ensure supply of good quality planting materials. Another very important program is new planting program. As we have discussed, we are importing almost 13 lakh metric tons of raw nuts. Last year data it will show, and we are producing around 7.8 lakh metric tons of raw cashews. So there is a huge gap. If you cultivate more area, if you increase production and productivity, then only we could reduce the import. That is the only answer. So that we need to have a more and more area need to bring under this new planting program. For this purpose, Government of India have a new planting program. I think our directorate will also implement, even Directorate of Agriculture from Goa state. They are also implementing. The financial assistance for this program is 20,000 rupees per hectare, taking the cost of planting material and cost of INM IPM only. Then another important program is replanting. Almost I told more than 30% of the almost our orchards are very old, senile, which are giving very less yield of around 200 kilograms per hectare. So the main objective of this program is to increase the production productivity by removing old and senile orchards and replanting with the high yielding varieties, which will give more than 1 tons per hectare. So the financial assistance for this program is 20,000 rupees per hectare to meet the cost of planting material and cost of INM IPM. This is one of the important programs. Wherever the main objective is to demonstrate latest technologies in crop production, whatever Naeks are told, whatever research outcome, what we get, that we need to demonstrate in this particular program. Even along with that, good management practices will demonstrate the farmer's field under normal density, high density, with or without drip irrigation. Financial assistance for this program is 1.125 lakhs for high density, 0.75 lakh for normal density. This is one important program for establishment of small processing units, cashew processing units. The cost norms of this project is 25 lakh per unit, and financial assistance will be provided 40%, project cost limited to 10 lakhs per unit. This is a credit linked back-ended. These are all our publicity programs. District level seminar program is there. Almost to give intensive publicity measures for promotion of cashew and cocoa by dissemination of latest production technologies to the farming community and other target groups coming under the fold of cultivation, processing, market and export by organizing district level seminar in various states. The financial assistance will be 75,000 rupees per event. And as such, today Cashew Fest were conducted. Similarly, for conducting cashew and cocoa pear field day, we are financing from our directorate from 50,000 to 2 lakh per event, the regional sector. These are all our publicity programs, photographs of our publicity programs which are conducted in various states. This is about human resource development. Except Goa state. Except Goa state, no other state will utilize cashew apples so perfectly, so completely. So here we are utilizing, but in other states we are not utilizing. Here the main advantage is preparation of penny and alcoholic products. Other states they are not preparing, they don't have that opportunity. So we are providing cashew apple utilization programs to the institutes and to the unemployed women and youths in association with the research institutes. Along with that, even with these farmers, training program will provide for particularly on various aspects of cashew and cashew farming consists of production technology, various technologies of high density planting, organic cultivation, INM, IPM will provide. That financial assistance is around 30,000 rupees per training. Along with that, for exposure, see Goa state, what we see here almost we will find that Bali varieties, Goa 2, Goa 1, Goa 2, then Vengurla 4, Vengurla 7 varieties. And here we have a CCARI institute. Apart from that, almost we have a lot of institutes like a DCR, RFRS Vengurla. So that for visiting, for knowing their technologies, knowing the cultivation techniques, knowing that exposure need to be given. For to give the exposure, we have a program that is exposure visit to expose the tribal and other farmers for non-traditional cashew growing states to traditional growing states of other states, familiarizing the production and management of practices being followed in other states. Assistance is around 3.5 lakhs, that is for a batch of 50 farmers for 7 days. These are all some of the photographs which are conducted in various states. Okay, this is all about our programs. And what I used to tell about the future developmental strategies to implement cashew development programs in mission mode directly in association with all the stakeholders. We need to implement more and more cashew development programs wherever there is a need, and to strengthen our existing nurseries, also to establish new nurseries in the state. This is a major requirement, so that how much nursery infrastructure we will develop, that much quality planting material and availability of materials in to the nearest place it is available. And wherever nurseries are not available, we are preparing them to establish sand gardens on the cashew. Then effective coordination with all the stakeholders for intensive awareness training programs to the farming community is required. And especially one sentence I need to tell in this particular session. Whatever interest we are taking in the cashew apple utilization in Goa state, at least 50% of interest should be taken for cashew cultivation, so that our production will increase like anything. So that is my last words. Thank you one and all.
So, actually, DCCD also now we are directly associating with some of the organization here in the Goa, along with the Department of Agriculture, Sattari and Bhagatara Society, and also our ex-minister also he came forward last year, but somehow he gone away. So definitely we are all going to come again to join with our DCCD and to implement program in the southern parts of Kerala. So definitely we are ready to help from the DCCD. Any processor, any nurseries to upgrade the nurseries, to establish nurseries also, and also take new cultivation. And also we are also, there are about 7 corporations in India we are assisting. So we are also assisting the corporations to remove old plantation and replanting of the high yielding varieties also we are doing like that. So we are helping in that extent also. Any questions from the audience, please? Yeah, please.
Good morning. My name is Gurudas. The key point after listening to various speakers, the key point is training of the farmers in cashew cultivation for Goa. There is no that technical input to the farmers, and that is why, as somebody has pointed out, the trees are not kept clean. The trees have grown very old, and there is no replenishment activity. All these points out key factor, that is the training, which you said you are providing. Government is providing 30,000 rupees for 50 farmers training. So this has to go forward if we want to protect the production of Goa. Goa cashew is one of the best. I understand that. I'm a Goan, so maybe I'm too proud to say that. But Goa cashew first came to India through Portuguese. That is our understanding. And in Goa, Maybe you people know better. I am 70 years old, so I know my grandfather telling me that cashew production came from there. And we had, if I have seen Goa production, cashew production, we had lot of fruits on trees earlier. Nowadays, the plants are flowering but not fruiting.
Yes, yes, sir. You are 100% correct. What is exactly happening in Goa? You know, tourism is the primary in Goa. So in Goa, you know, I seen, you know, I served about 30 years in the cashew sector. I moved all around the world, India. So farmers in Goa only, you know, they never goes. When flowering is there, when the spell comes in earlier, oh, Barpur alere flowers, something like they let then they'll go to plantation, clean the basin, collect the fruits as well as nuts. But other things you are telling the correct thing. So we have got the technology, we got the varieties, but it is not penetrating to the farming community because the government of India alone or government of Goa alone cannot, because who are the players involved in the cashew sector, they have to motivate the farmers. Government of assistant is there, from the state government assistant is there. Goa, you know, they are giving more money than government of India. So definitely, you know, it is somehow it is not percolating, and the agencies, either agricultural universities or the Aisha Institute, they are not coming forward to motivate the farmers, to train the farmers. That is only we are lacking. So definitely that is why we are associating with the NGOs also, farmer producer organization also. So definitely we'll take forward. We'll definitely will enhance our training program in the state of Goa. Thank you, sir.
I'm Cashew, the chairman of Others Krishi Society. I heard all the three speakers and happened to meet Mr. Naik in Puttur. Mr. Hubale said that is a lot of lacking of taking care. It's not true. I'm representing the society where 16,000 farmers are directly connected to Cashew. And out of these 16,000, 3,000 farmers.
Thank you, sir.